Yo, what's going on? It is the man himself, the man, the myth, the legend. It is Sunlight. Back at it again. Yo, what's going on? You already know who it is. The man, the myth, the legend, the hyperpop star himself. It is Sunlight. Haven't been here in a while. I don't know if you guys forgot about me, but took a little break from YouTube. I had to rejuvenate my had to rejuvenate a little bit, get back on track with creativity and stuff like that. Yo, we're gonna do a little bit of cut here, a little bit of interruption, quick intermission. This intro that I recorded here was literally 4 minutes, so I just figured I'm gonna cut this out and then put in my own like little cut here. Normally I don't make these mainstream type of people videos like Polo G, for example, because that's what this video is, by the way, if you didn't read the title and you just clicked this video or whatever. He's famous compared to who I normally do. If you're new to my channel, I normally make hyperpop, Glaive, Eric Due, curtains, those type of. I normally make that kind of content, but I feel like if I can expand my content variety, it'll help me gain more viewers, for one, so I can kind of raise the awareness to my brand, and I can also not be stuck in this little box, so I have more inspiration, creativity. Like, I can kind of do whatever I want if I focus on the more mainstream type of stuff instead of staying in this little box and doing type beats, because it just doesn't make me happy. So yeah, if you're confused why I'm not making hyperpop, I wouldn't say I'm necessarily dropping it completely, but I'm dropping it completely. So if you like watching me for hyperpop, then goodbye. Nah, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm kind of just gonna be making videos so I can help out newer people that make music. Yeah, if you're new here and don't know what I'm talking about, I'm sorry for wasting your time. You can watch the video now. If you're a newer producer and need like help, like help on making beats or making music in general, you can subscribe to me. Like, also in the description, my Instagram, you can follow me there. Sometimes I will make specific videos where viewers can send stuff in for me, so if you follow me on Instagram, you can get those special perks, you know. But yeah, none of this was important. I'll skip to the video now. Thanks for watching. I love you all. Goodbye. Alright, now we are in FL finally, after that long ass intro for whatever reason. I know I said in the intro that it was gonna be a Polo G type beat, by the way, but I decided I'm gonna make it more of a Glaive type beat because I know that's kind of how my channel is centered, and I feel like to do like very interrupt. So I'm just gonna put this out there. I am gonna try focus on more mainstream stuff, but for now I'm going to make this Glaive type of beat and then show you how I did it. So I already did it, as a matter of fact. I'm just gonna run through the entire beat. I'd say this is more of a Juice WRLD, Kid Laroi type beat, but I feel like Glaive is kind of in that genre, just a little bit more unique. So I'll just run through this and then clickbait the title and say it's Glaive so I can stay up in views. This loop, I got it off of Splice. No, I did not get it off of Splice, but I do recommend you get Splice if you want a lot of loops. I do recommend you get Splice, but you do not need it. You can use Looperman, but a lot of the loops are going to be saturated, and a lot of people use them if they're good, so just look out for that. You can sell these beats, by the way. When I was a new producer, I thought I was going to get like sued because I was selling these kind of beats and they have these loops in there. But no, you're completely fine to use these loops. They are royalty free, which means you can sell them as long as you're not selling it standalone. Like, you have to put actual drums on it and then you can sell it. But yeah, so you're safe in that regard. But here's the loop. And then it goes into the second part on this 9th bar, I think is what it's called, whatever this top thing is called. It goes into this new, just makes it a little bit less repetitive and adds some room to it. So this is the second part of the loop. So there's that. Now we can go into the drums. All I added to this, by the way, if you don't know how to link it to the track and put effects on it, just drag this, double click this, and then drag this up to whatever track you want, and then it'll be right here. So what I added on there, for one, I added a melodyne, because when you're doing your 808s, you want them to be in the root note of your melody. So I add this plugin that tells me every note in the melody, because I don't have a good ear for it. So it will tell me D is the root note, C is the second note. That's just what that plugin is for. And then we have parametric EQs. So when you're adding your 808s to your beat, you don't want the 808 to be colliding with the melody. So if we take this down, you can very obviously tell there's bass right there. So we want to cut that out, because when we have our 808s laid down, I don't really know how to explain. Just make sure you do this. You don't want to do overkill. You don't want to do it like that. You just want to like hear it out, if you know what I mean. There's what that's for. By the way, to get this like this, you just preset this one and then you drag this. So for our clap, simple clap, you just press every other white one like that, and then we go in here, piano roll, by the way, piano roll, and then we control hover over them all so they're all pink. Hold Alt on your keyboard, and then you can drag up and down, and then we want to drag it all the way up, and then you might want to turn the volume down, but this just makes the clap hit a little bit harder. There's that. And then, oh yeah, I'll show you. It's just like that. For the 808, I'm gonna turn off the clap for now. The 808 is a little bit complex, but it's nothing you probably can't understand. When you're starting with your 808s, make sure they're in key. So you just want to do exactly what I did there, and then it'll give you this key right here. It might give you two like this, but just take the one that has the longer. As you can see, the F only has a little bit and the E has long. So you come here and then turn it to E, and then envelope, just copy these knobs right here, and then we come here and then cut itself, and then that's all we need out of here. And then, so yeah, here's the 808s. I'll just run through the pattern and then just explain the little parts. Alright, so it's very simple, but it's very catchy actually. When you have one of these very subby, bassy 808s, I tend to like to cut them off so they're not dragged out the entire way like this. It kind of depends, it's kind of preference, to be honest. By the way, if you ever want to undo something beyond one undo, you can do is Control-Alt-Z on your keyboard. But mine tends to open NVIDIA control panel like this, so that's kind of stupid. Now I think my OBS is messed up, so let's hold on for a little bit. Alright, we're back in business. I don't know why that happened, but yeah, if you want to undo more than it lets you, because it only lets you undo like once, you can just hold Control, Alt, and then Z, and then it will undo as many as you want. Anyway, what I was saying is, on these longer 808s, I tend to like to not have it stretched out as more. I like it to kind of cut off suddenly like that, because it gives it a little bit more bounce, if you know what I mean. Just normal pattern right here, and then right here we get kind of complex. So what I do, I don't even know what I do. Right here I give it a slide up, and I also do a slide down in some parts right here. I don't know why that's there, to be honest, but I like to do this where if it's subtly going up or suddenly going down, I like to add this slide, and it makes it a little bit more smooth. Here I can show you. So it's that, you can kind of hear it. It kind of slides up and it sounds very smooth, if you ask me. Then I have this. This gives this a little kick. It's a kind of little kick effect where I have it very high pitched and then it suddenly shoots down like this, and the velocity is turned down, and it gives this little kick. So I do that shift down thing again where it will like smoothly go into this note. As you can see, there's a big difference, so I tend to do this. Alright, what's next? Hi-hats. I'm not really gonna cover everything in here. All you really need to know is that you just want to play with the velocities a lot when you're doing rolls, because it adds a little bit more bounce and it sounds more natural if you do rolls with velocity. And then also, in order to make this a little bit more natural as well, I held Alt-R on my keyboard and it brings this up, and then you play with pan and velocity, and it will let you, if you look, the velocities will randomize. So here's the hi-hats. Yo, by the way, if you haven't subscribed, I don't know why you haven't subscribed yet, for whatever reason, but go down right now. I'm literally giving you 5 seconds. Go hit the subscribe button. And then also, I don't know why you didn't follow me on Instagram, because I literally told you to at the start of the video. So just go follow me on Instagram. I'm giving you 5 seconds. Alright, thank you for that. That helps me out a lot, and I really appreciate it. So, thanks for that. Now, moving on. Snare, they're very simple. You just have it like this. So. Yep, just like that. Now open hat, simple as well. For open hats, I like to make sure that it hits when the 808 hits, because a lot of the times they will clash together and it actually sounds pretty good. You'll hear it in a lot of prod level beats if you want to check him out. He's a really consistent YouTuber. I don't even know him personally, but man, that guy has like... Okay, I just spilled all over myself. Mixing, I just play around and make sure it sounds good through my ear holes. The best tip if you're a newer producer trying to get into mixing and you can't figure out, it's just practice, to be honest. There's no real technique. Like, you don't have to put your instruments to a certain... You can go in the description. I'm gonna have my Discord. If you want to go in the feedback section, you can go in the feedback section, ask for feedback on your beats if you want to do that. There's plenty of people in there that will help you out, and don't be afraid to ask, because we were all beginners at one point. So if you're not, it's okay. I know how you feel. But anyway, to make sure my beats are loud, now as you can see, I like to turn everything down, and then I turn it up with a limiter, because I don't know why I do that. It's just a habit, to be honest. I'm not even sure why I do that really at all. But yeah, what I do is I turn them all down, make sure they sound good, and then I press the gain knob and I turn it up, and then I turn the ceiling all the way up, and I just mess with the gain until it sounds loud enough but not too loud, and then I add a soft clipper under it on the master, and then this will just make it loud, and then it'll help it clip, and then I'll play it all together. 1 second. I mean, yeah, that's really all for the beat. There's nothing else this video serves a purpose for, so goodbye, everyone.